The early morning light filtered through the misty air, painting the small roadside truck stop in warm hues of orange and gold. The scent of fresh coffee mingled with diesel and fried eggs, while the deep rumble of powerful engines vibrated through the parking lot. A group of rugged bikers, their leather vests patched with the iconic emblem of a notorious motorcycle club, sat around outdoor tables, sharing stories and laughter that cut through the quiet dawn. They were the kind of men who turned head-statted, bearded, intimidating butt on this peaceful stop. They were just brothers enjoying a break on the open road. Everything changed in an instant with a heartbreaking cry that pierced the air like a knife. A small girl, no more than 7, came sprinting across the gravel lot, her pink jacket torn at the sleeve, her dark curls bouncing wildly. Tears streamed down her dirt-smudged cheeks as she stumbled toward the bikers, her little legs pumping as fast as they could. "Help! Please!" she wailed, her voice breaking. "They're hurting my mammy! They're beating her bad, please! Somebody save her!" The bikers froze mid-bite. Coffee cups paused in the air. Nearby, a few truck drivers pumping gas glanced over, muttering under their breath. But they stayed rooted by their rigs, shaking their heads and looking away. No one moved. No one wanted to get involved. The girl's sobs grew louder, more desperate, as she reached the group, collapsing at the boots of the nearest man, clutching his leg like it was a lifeline. If stories of unexpected kindness of heroes rising from the shadows when the world looks away move you deep in your soul, then hit that like button right now. Leave a comment, share this with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to Kindness Stories Global, because what these men did next will remind you that true humanity shines brightest in the darkest moments. The man she clung to was Jacques Harlan, a tall, broad biker in his early 40s, his arms covered in ink from years on the road, his face weathered by life's hard miles. He'd seen darkness, loss, regret, the kind of pain that hardens a heart, but nothing prepared him for this. He knelt down slowly, his massive frame lowering to her level, and gently placed a calloused hand on her shaking shoulder. "Hey, little one," he said, his voice low and steady, cutting through her panic. "Tell me where." "I'm listening." Through choking sobs, the girl Lily pointed frantically down the dusty side road leading to a rundown mobile home park hidden among the pines. "Back there, in the trailer, my daddy's friend is drunk and mad. He's hitting her over and over. She told me to run and get help. Please." She's screaming. Jacques' jaw tightened, a storm building in his eyes. He stood, scanning his brother's bear-a bike mount up. Now, without a word, the 3 men strode to their gleaming Harless engines thundering to life in a symphony of raw power. Gravel flew as they peeled out, leaving a trail of dust that hung in the air like smoke from a battlefield. Back at the truck stop, one of the other bikers scooped Lily up, wrapping her in his warm leather jacket that swallowed her tiny frame. He carried her inside to a booth, ordering hot chocolate and sitting with her by the window, where she pressed her face to the glass, whispering prayers under her breath. The ride took less than 5 minutes, but it felt eternal. As they crested the hill, the sounds hit them first, furious yelling, a woman's pained cries, the crash of something breaking. They killed the engines and stormed the trailer, boots pounding the rickety steps. Inside was a nightmare. A burly man, reeking of alcohol, had Lily's mother, Sarah, pinned against the kitchen counter. Her lip was split, eye swelling shut, fresh bruises blooming on her arms as she shielded her face from another blow. He raised a fist, slurring threats, oblivious to the door bursting open. Jacques moved like lightning, catching the man's arm mid-swing and wrenching it back with controlled force. The attacker howled in pain as Bear and Spike grabbed him, slamming him face down on the filthy floor, holding him without a single unnecessary punch. "It's over," Jacques growled, his voice like thunder. "You don't touch her again. Ever." Sarah slid to the ground, trembling, pulling her knees to her chest as tears of relief mixed with the blood on her face. Jacques turned to her, his fierce expression melting into something gentle. He removed his vest carefully and draped it over her shoulders. "You're safe now, ma'am. We got you." Sirens wailed in the distance. A neighbor had finally called it in after hearing the commotion. When the police arrived, the bikers stood tall in the yard, hands visible, explaining calmly what they'd walked into. Sarah, voice hoarse but strong, told the officers everything. How her abusive ex had shown up drunk that morning, violating his restraining order, raging because she'd finally left him for good. Lily, brought back by another club member, ran straight to her mom, burying her face in her neck. The cops cuffed the man and led him away. His head hung low in shame as he avoided everyone's eyes. No fight left in him, just the weight of what he'd done crashing down. He knew the consequences were coming. Charges, jail time, the end of any pretense he had left. Back at the truck stop, the sun was higher now, bathing everything in hopeful light. Jux carried Lily on his shoulders as they returned, her mom walking beside them, supported by Bear. A crowd had gathered, truckers, waitstaff, travelers, all hushed in anticipation. When they saw Sarah alive and free, Lily safe and clinging to these unlikely saviors, a murmur rippled through, turning to quiet applause. Strangers wiped tears, nodding in respect. Sarah hugged each biker, her voice breaking. "I thought no one would come. I thought we were alone." Jux looked down at Lily, ruffling her hair. "This brave girl made sure we did. She's the real hero here, you both are." The diner owner brought out blankets, meals on the house, and soon the bikers were shedding their extra layers, piling them on mother and daughter like a fortress of warmth. One by one, tough men who'd seen too much ugliness in the world offered quiet words. "Yuri's stronger than he ever was. Call us anytime you've got family now." Word spread like wildfire through the small town. By afternoon, people stopped by to offer support, groceries, clothes, even job leads for Sarah. The bikers didn't see glory. They just did what felt right. In the weeks that followed, Sarah and Lily began healing. The community rallied with donations, a safer apartment, counseling, and every weekend, you'd spot those same Harleys parked outside their new place, or the diner bringing food, fixing things around the house, or just sharing laughs over coffee while Lily's giggles filled the air, chasing away the shadows. One crisp spring morning months later, Lily ran up to Jux outside the truck stop, holding a folded piece of paper. It was a crayon drawing. Shiny motorcycles in a row, a little girl in pink reaching out, and a big man kneeling to help, with a bright sun overhead just like that fateful dawn. "For you," she said shyly, beaming. "That's us, the day you saved us." Jux stared at it for a long moment, eyes glistening, before tucking it safely inside his vest, right over his heart. "This rides with me everywhere now. Keto forever." That same golden morning light that once witnessed despair now shone on hope reborn. A reminder that cruelty can shatter lives, but kindness from the most unexpected places can rebuild them stronger. If this story warmed your heart and restored your faith in people, please like, share, subscribe to Kindness Stories Global, and tell us in the comments, what would you have done if you were at that truck stop that day? Would you have stepped up like these bikers? Your stories inspire us, because in a world that can feel so cold, kindness is the light that wins every time.